Rappers in Philadelphia trying to make it in the industry, but most fans have no idea about the deadly beef they have behind the music. So today we're breaking down the entire shocking story. Poundside Pop and Hood Tally both came up in the trenches of Philly. Back in the day, there was some tension between their crews, but it wasn't that serious until a fight broke out at a basketball game and everything changed. According to rumors, Pop.
Why it always be like that? It be always beef over at a football or a basketball game. That shit be crazy.
And Tally were both at the game with their homies. Pop's friend Sadi allegedly said something to a dude from Tally's set, Uptown, and that's when the situation popped off. A few years later, Tally went live on IG and said he was beating Pop up until Pop's homies jumped in to save him.
When I seen you at that basketball game, nigga, I punched you the fuck out, nigga. And then your team started jumping me.
But we'll get to that in a second. After the fight at the basketball game, Tally's homie Shot Glizzy got booked on a gun charge and ended up behind bars with Pop's homie Sadi. According to rumors, they were fighting a lot while they were locked up, and that's why the beef really turned up.
Shit.
Shaw wasn't beefing heavy.
I remember going, hey, that shit used to be so crazy. I remember I used to go to a school called AC Floor. So AC Floor and Dreer. Is it Dreer? I think it's Dreer, yeah, Dreer. AC Floor and Dreer, but the boy beef all the time. That shit used to be crazy.
With Pop's side before he got booked, but then the situation turned deadly. Sadi came home and was allegedly hooking up with the same girl as a dude from Uptown named Wee. Wee went to the same high school as Shot Glizzy, and that's allegedly how he found out where Sadi lived. Sadi grew up listening to Meek Mill and wanted to become a rapper to make it out of the streets. His mom believed in him and thought buying him a studio would keep him out of trouble, and it didn't take long for him to get his name buzzing in the city. Without Sadi, Pop probably never would have started rapping. Pop never wanted to hop in the booth, but one day Sadi brought him to the studio and asked him to make a hook. Pop did his thing, and Sadi was rocking with it, so he asked him to do another one after that. Sadi dropped his first mixtape in 2016 and was building a good audience, but just a few months later, the street drama caught up to him and he was tragically killed at just 18 years old. On February 9th, 2017, Sadi was at home chilling on the couch when some shooters pulled up and started letting off shots through the window. Nobody was ever booked for Sadi's murder, but Shot Glizzy was allegedly the driver for the hit. A few months later, Shaw's homie Stooks was at a party when someone pulled out a gun and started shooting. 4 people got shot, but Stooks was hit the worst and almost died. He was a star basketball player in high school and had just received a full scholarship to play in college. But a month before he left, he was allegedly shot at Skip Back for Sadi. By that point, the beef was really heating up and innocent people started dying too. A dude named Jalil Mitchell was cool with Sadi but wasn't active in the beef at all. After Sadi died, he started wearing a hoodie with his name on it, and that's allegedly what got him killed. According to rumors, Jalil walked past an Uptown affiliate while he was wearing the Sadi hoodie, and the Uptown dude pulled out a gun and shot Jalil in the back. Then a few months later, Shaw's homie Wee was shot and killed. Wee is allegedly the one who gave up Sadi's location, but he wasn't really active in the streets and had just graduated from college. It's not clear exactly what happened next, but Shaw ended up getting shot around the same time but survived. Reports say he was locked up for most of 2019, but when he came home, he took the beef with Poundside to a new level. After Sadi died, his crew started calling themselves Zoo Gang. There have always been rumors that Shot Glizzy was involved with his death, and he basically confirmed it when he came home and dropped the track No Lag and rapped. Niggas keep talking about bodies. I put the zoo on the map. And you wanna meet the Lord? That's a fact. Cause ain't no time frame for that. Why you keep talking about gas? It's rap. Either way, you turn to a pack. Just ask. I'm smoking Zoo, we can match. No lag. Shaw was putting pressure on Zoo in the booth and in the streets, and it was only a matter of time before everything caught up to him. On June 7, 2020, 2 Zoo affiliates allegedly caught Shaw lacking and shot him to death. According to rumors, one of the shooters was related to Sadi, so taking Shaw was personal for him. After Shaw died, Zoo Gang started dissing him like crazy, like on the track Zoo Gang Soldiers when Pop raps, all these bitches around the gang trying to steal the lingo. Shaw runs bitch, that's all the gang smoke. And on the track ZOO, Pop's homie OT7 Kwani said, last nigga played with Zoo name, shit, got him stepped on. I know you remember, can't forget it, cause you was next to him. I put that on God, we catch a man and we gon' take it there. They said that his body had left the scene, but shit, his face still there. Losing Shaw was a big blow to Uptown, but it didn't take him long to clap back at Zoo. And in July 2020, they almost killed Poundside Pop. It's not clear how they got the drop on him, but 7 Uptown affiliates spotted him at the intersection of 25th and Master Street and started letting off shots. 4 people got hit, and an innocent woman ended up getting caught up in the situation and tragically died. Pop was the biggest name in Zoo Gang after Sadi's death. It's not clear how much work he was responsible for in the streets back then, but it would have been a massive win for Uptown to take him out. Luckily, Pop survived, but the violence didn't end there. In 2021, Tali's homie Jaleel Shands, aka Loso, was walking down the street with his girlfriend. They were in a pretty safe area of the city, but that didn't stop the ops from crashing out.
Damn.
A van pulled up on Loso, and 4 dudes hopped out shooting. The cops found at least 27 shell casings at the scene. It was clear from the jump that it was a targeted hit, and not just some random shooting. Loso and Tali were really close, and in an interview, Tali talks about how much his death hurt him. It's not clear how active Loso was in the streets, but he was one of the dudes on Tali's side who was clowning Pop for getting his watch snatched. A year before Loso died, Tali and Pop's crews got into a fight, and Pop ended up losing his watch. Tali and his people say they snatched it, but Pop claims it fell off during the fight, and someone in their crew just picked it up off the ground. Pop told Tali he could wear the watch to his funeral, so Tali clapped back and said Pop should send an assassin if he really wanted his watch again. The drama between Pop and Tali was getting them both a lot of attention, and that's when Philly's biggest rap star hopped in to try and squash it, but ended up sparking a whole new beef. Meek Mill made it out of Philly and was one of the hottest rappers in the world at one point. By the time Pop and Tali were going viral for their beef and diss tracks, Meek was already a millionaire who stayed far away from the trenches. Meek saw all the violence going down in the city, so he hopped on social media and said he would get all the main artists in the city a record deal if they put the bodies behind them and squash the beefs.
That's what that
Pop
was
got
about.
heated when he saw the tweet because he felt like Meek wanted people to forget their dead homies for a little cash. Before they started beefing, Meek and Pop were actually cool. Pop's first big track was called On Some Shit, and after it blew up, Pop ran into Meek at a birthday party. Then when Pop went out to LA for the first time, Meek sent over a contract and wanted to sign him. Linking up with a superstar like that could have been huge for Pop, but he says that Meek only wanted to give him $10K.
I'm like, all right, fuck, I sign with you, nigga, for sure. But when the deal come, it's for $10,000. You know what I'm saying? $10,000 deal. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Pop knew that he couldn't do anything with $10K. He was trying to leave the street drama and stay in LA, so $10K wasn't
Damn,
going to do
Meek
much
trying
for
to give
him.
his ass
Pop hit Meek
10K.
back and said he was rocking with him, but the deal wasn't big enough, and that's when Meek came back with a $20K offer. Pop turned him down again because he couldn't take care of himself or his people with that money, but back then, it was still all love. Meek was still supporting Pop, but asking everyone to squash the beef got Pop heated. He told DJ Vlad that Meek talking like that put more attention on him from the cops. Plus, he had lost people close to him, and Meek wanted him to forget all about it for a few racks. Pop said that if Meek really wanted to help artists from Philly, he could have reached out privately instead of airing out the business like that on social media. He brought up how Lil Durk signed King Von, even though Von had all kinds of street drama, but Durk never publicly told him to squash anything. Meek got clowned all over social media for acting like he was trying to stop the violence while he raps about the same situations. Then Meek said that pretty soon, everyone was gonna have to pick a side because you can't be cool with everyone. Pop clowned Meek for being a hypocrite. Then he hopped on IG Live and said Meek was banned from North Philly.
Not from North, bro.
Not from North,
He's
bro.
banned, bro.
What is wrong with this boy?
And that's when Meek clapped back and said he runs the hood. The beef between Meek and Pop died down for a few years, but looks like it might be sparking up again. Trippie Redd was rocking with Pop back then, and Meek unfollowed him on Instagram over the situation. Trippie made a video calling Meek corny for unfollowing him.
Niggas don't follow you when they see you with the ops. And listen though, it should have been that same energy when you was fucking with them little niggas. You was fucking with their ops at the same time, cornball.
But it took Meek 3 years to respond. Meek posted a pic of Trippie on IG and went on a wild rant in the captions. He dissed Trippie like crazy and said, "If you fuck with me..."
You're not ready for Philly, just mind your business. Trippie Redd, he's no good. Man, to Spain, I mean that he may worship the devil, so all my God bodies, watch this pussy. I can't wait to see him. And I'll make you cry, little pussy. 300 nights, you and your man. That's why he ain't even out of the city. He weak and get a week and now he hating on his own niggas. Y'all niggas even built for jail playing with him. But nah, it's again unbelievable. I'm gonna come out to see if y'all ready. Stand behind anything threat towards me. Let's see how strong y'all are. Stop the violence, bless up.
and went on a wild rant in the captions. He dissed Trippie.
Though you said my name, I see you get pulled in that room by the gangsters in LA. You was scared, but let's see how tough y'all guys are. I can't believe these 50 young boys gas you to say my name though like you repping the devil. I'm gonna show you how trying God is. Don't good out here say this. I didn't know you was confident to say my name. Y'all get too high to be red. No good. I know that's why I think y'all scared of the devil. Let's see. Let's make you niggas show up on the streets today. Y'all in the way. Why he ain't talking tough to the pops dude though?
Be like crazy and said, if you fuck with me, fuck this guy right here. Pop and Meek haven't been going back and forth for a long time. But after Meek took shots at Trippy, Pop posted a DM that said,
they say Meek. Hey, that's my guy though. I ain't gonna lie. I've been listening to Meek since he had the braids, since he was 14 with the braids. But why? What I'm saying is, they say Meek ain't really from the streets like that either. They just say he got a lot of guys behind him. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
tell Trippy he good in Zoodelphia. It's not clear if Meek and Pop are gonna start beefing again, but at least the violence between Zoo and Uptown has slowed down. In an interview with Dirty Glove Bastard, Tally said he hopped off the Porsche around 12 years old and started selling crack that he stole from his stepdad. He stayed in the trenches and got wrapped up in a lot of beef. But now he's trying to switch up how he moves after he almost died at a gender reveal party for his son. A few years ago, Tally and his baby mama were hosting a party in an area that Tally knew he shouldn't be in. Everything was cool at first, but then Tally walked outside to grab something from his whip and an op spotted him. Tally thought they were just gonna throw hands, but then the other dude upped a strap and shot Tally in the arm. Luckily, Tally's homie was right there to drive him to the hospital. He was all good after a couple surgeries, but that's when he realized he had to change up his life if he wanted to be around for his son. Tally moved out of Philly to avoid the cops and street drama. Plus, he said he's not even gonna diss people on record anymore because the police are using rappers' lyrics against him all the time. Pop moves out of Philly too and has been focusing on getting his career pushing. He hit over 1 million views on YouTube with Trippie Redd on the track From the Block. If he gets into some more social media drama with Meek Mill, it'll put his name in the spotlight again. But luckily for now, it seems like Pop and Tally left the real beef behind in Philly, and both of them are focusing on their careers and putting the violence in the past.
All that kind ass shit, fuck all that. Yeah, I got time for that shit.